Real Madrid's right flank has suddenly become more than a tactical note. It is a storyline that threatens to define the early months of the season and the careers of two players whose reputations were supposed to point in only one direction. The club signed a household name in the summer, a fullback lauded across Europe for his passing range, crossing and attacking intelligence. And those expectations arrived like a promise. More control, more creativity, a new dimension for Xabi Alonso's ambitions. The reality, at least so far, is messier. Adapting to a different rhythm, one that demands faster defensive recovery, tighter positional discipline, and different decision thresholds, has not been a neat process. The new man's moments of brilliance, the line-breaking pass, the darting overlap, the sudden switch of play, have been visible and exhilarating. But they have not yet outshone the tactical price being asked by La Liga's unique structure, where defensive mistakes are punished quickly and ruthlessly. Into that gap walked a familiar, indomitable presence, Dani Carvajal. Back from injury and sharper than many expected, the homegrown warrior whose timing in tackles and instinct for the right moment to cut off a cross are the kind of small certainties coaches love. Where the new signing brings a catalogue of progressive, modern fullback traits, Carvajal brings institutional memory, minutes in Champions League crunch games, and a bond with the club's DNA that is not measured in euros. The contest between them is more than two careers colliding. It is a test of identity for a team that must balance the hunger of investment with the demands of immediate results. Inside training sessions, the mood has hardened. Minutes once assumed have to be won. Reputations count for less than preparedness, and a coach who has already signalled that selection will be meritocratic is left with a brutal arithmetic. Play the man delivering reliability tonight, or risk the team's balance in pursuit of a longer-term upgrade. Fans online and in the stands react with the intensity such moments provoke. Optimism for the new arrival, nostalgia for the returning stalwart, and impatience for a manager who must pick a side. Pundits and former players sharpen the debate into aphorisms. Adapt fast or face the bench. Experience in big games matters more than highlight reels. And those lines echo in the press rooms, where small statements become narrative facts. For the younger fullback, the prescription is straightforward in words and far harder in practice. Show defensive consistency, accept reduced license until the tactical trust is built, and convert flashes of attacking genius into reliable patterns that fit Alonso's game plan. For the veteran, this period is both a proving ground and a reminder. Continuity can be a competitive weapon when big names arrive, yet the rhythm of the team depends on known certainties. The choices made over the coming weeks are not merely personnel decisions. They will tilt Real Madrid's tactical approach, influence how the right side is used in transition, and even shape substitution patterns that decide tight matches. If the coach tilts to Carvajal's steadiness, Madrid will likely trade some progressive wit for defensive resilience. If he persists with the summer signing, the team may become more adventurous but accept short-term vulnerability as part of the learning curve. Both roads carry risk and reward. This saga is also a reminder that in elite football, transfers are rarely instant solutions. A player who was a star elsewhere must be remade in the context of a new league, a new set of responsibilities. And the emotional pressure that accompanies a big move. Likewise, a club legend who spends years building the trust of a dressing room can return and immediately reframe the argument about what the team prioritises. The next handful of matches will tell us more than pundit speculation. They will reveal which player adapts, which coach trusts, and which narrative will carry forward. Until then, every selection carries weight. Every training performance is read like a manifesto, and both careers hang in the balance of small margins. This is not merely a duel for a shirt. It is a season-shaping contest where confidence, timing, and tactical buy-in will determine whether this story becomes a footnote about a signing that needed time or a headline about one of football's sharpest internal wars. The spectacle is unavoidable, the stakes are real, and in Madrid, the question on everyone's lips is simple. Will the new star settle and rewrite the right-back role? Or will the homegrown veteran reassert himself and remind everyone that at this club, legacy still holds its power?